Hello, salutations. What to do? It's Not the Gamer, all father, Durag gang. Know the vibes, like and subscribe. Let's get it. Happy Thursday, everyone. What's up, chat? What to do, Capte? Craig, blessings to you, my brother. How's everyone doing? What's up, Corey Johnson? What up, Mario Drake? Greetings, Durag Nation. What's up, Dante Original? What it do? What it do? On that Avengers grind, I see. What's up, DXD? Syria Boy 1897. What's up, 89? Scavenger. Jamar, what it do? Welcome to another reset day in Marvel's Avengers, or as some in the community know it, Skin Day. What's up, Ant? What it do, Jace? Missed the CD news? I did see that news. Unfortunately, that Iron Man news is like 3 weeks old because they showed all the summer skins already. What's up, William? What's up, H-Town? Burley? They do Gamer Marv. Still get an announcement. We got it. We got that announcement. Summer Iron Man skin now available in the marketplace. That's the announcement. Sub Truman. Appreciate that. Exclamation mark join if you want to become a member of Durag Nation officially. Get access to the Discord, get that badge, those emotes, that early access to videos. We got a video right now available for members only. I'll drop it later today for everybody else. It's about Captain Marvel. What's up, Killer Cam? What do, Lucky Ray Gun? Welcome, welcome. Stop playing Avengers, to be honest, till they drop new content map. Not giving any time. I feel you. I was playing Multiverses right before I started the stream. That's where I'm at. What up, what up? Divine Shine. Avengers down bad. You ain't never lied. What's up, Derek? It's your boy Aaron. What it do? Chris, what up? I mean, they're out of summer skins, so they might as well release Thordis, so might be next. Who knows? Multiverses the new wave. You're right. I think there's a content, hopefully there's a content update for season 1 next week for Multiverses. If so, we going in. So out of all the skins Miller leaked, the only ones we don't have are Thordis and the Thor Ragnarok with the Surtur head. So those are pretty much the only ones. Obviously there's the MCU Jane, but it doesn't look like they made that. So Thordis or Ragnarok Thor, one of those. Minneapolis in the building, what's up? Shout Minneapolis. Who the F is Thordis? Thordis is probably the most requested Jane Foster skin outside of the MC one. It was revealed right before she launched, along with all her other skins that are currently in the game. It's still the only one that has not been released. What's up, Silent Spider? What to do, Nick? Shout out my Durag gang. Make sure you smash that like button for algorithm purposes. Share this video, get it out everywhere. Subscribe if you're new. A lot of ways to support the channel. Those are the free ways. If you want to upgrade your support a little bit, exclamation mark join, get access to Discord, all those other channel benefits. Exclamation mark merch. If you want to get some of this awesome merch that we have, we got Marvel, DC, anime, Star Wars, all that good stuff. You can also support channel partner AIM controllers, link in the description. Get yourself an awesome custom controller. And you could also just donate if you want. That goes directly to me instead of Google. They do not get any of that if you just drop a tip. Pin comment at the top. Link in the description as well. Exclamation mark donate to support the channel. All that support means a lot to me. Helps me continue making videos instead of getting a regular job and not doing videos. Really hope they reveal Bucky today and announce his release date. I do too. But something tells me they're not. So here's what we're going to do. So they already dropped the regular blog with all the skin promotion and the prime drops and everything like that. And it's 12 right now, my time. So 1 o'clock is pretty much the next milestone, if you will, in terms of when they could drop some information. So we got an hour today. Why would it be announced today? Sure, if you're not caught up on all the news and stuff. So basically, when in terms of major updates, they will either drop them on a Thursday, Friday, sometimes Wednesday. The last communication we got from the team is that they would be having a major development blog dropping either the end of July or the beginning of August. So they didn't drop it obviously at the end of July or last week. So this is technically the last week for it to fall under the first week of August, fall under beginning of August, because next week is mid-August. Shipment TV just became a defender. Welcome. Defend us with me. Everyone, welcome our newest defender. Thank you so much for your support. Drop them special emotes in the chat for him. Head over to that private Discord. Introduce yourself. You want to see my Jane build? Sure, go right ahead. !Jane if you want to see my build video for Jane Foster. This is my current build. I got the God roll, so I'm quite happy. So I changed some stuff up a little bit. The style of play is still the same, but I have upgraded a little bit. So today I should be at 175 today, hopefully. First day of senior year, ready to graduate. Congrats. Yeah, it's an important year. I wish you the best. Gotham Knights guys. I know I was going to stream Gotham Knights, but I'm like, nah, I'll just do Avengers. Because that would have had to have been like a double stream. I'm like, it's only they're basically just exploring the open world aspect, the city, so I could cover that later. We need more comic skins. What up, Chris Jones? So the custom controller, can we submit our own design, or does it have to be one of theirs? You can submit your own design, Killer Cam. You can for AIM controllers, you can upload your own images, design, your logo. If you don't like any of their pre-designed stuff, you can combine the two. And of course, 100% lifetime warranty. We got another one. Jamar Franklin just became a defender. Welcome, Jamar, to the elites. Introduce yourself over that private Discord. We have fun. We have a lot of memes fly around in that Discord. We got some Avengers cheese that we don't share on the channel because we don't want it to get nerfed. We help people get PS5s. We set up gaming sessions, whether you want to play Avengers, you need a raid, you want to play some Multiverses, we do that whenever, usually on the weekends. It's a lot of fun. Can you show us my Captain America build? Haven't had a Captain America build request in a while. They don't release the dev blog on 14, just give up. Yeah, that's probably for the if the dev blog doesn't come out this week, then I'm stopped looking for it.
You all right, Steve?
Shipments reset every 26 days usually, but this current shipment thing they're doing is they're recycling shipments. So Iron Man 3 is going to be here for 2 weeks for shipments. This is the last week for Iron Man 3, so next week is going to be the Civil War Hawkeye, and that will run for 2 weeks, and then that will be the end of shipments for the month. This is the current Captain America build that I am running. It's mainly a range cap build. Infinite heroic spam, all good stuff. What time does the dev block start? There is no time. We don't have any information on when the blog is dropping, other than the fact that they said it would come out the first week of August. So that kind of leaves us in the dark. What's up, my Black King? On that minor artifact you preferred over pinpoint vibranium. If you're talking about Jane, Craig, the reason why I'm not rocking pinpoint vibranium is because this is a melee Jane build. So most of my attacks are going to be focused on melee. So that's why I have the faultless vibranium payload. So when I do my signature, I get those vibranium payloads popping off. And then with the grips of the storm, you know, I got the god roll, had to rock that out. Are you wearing all white for the Wakanda Forever release? That seems unlikely. Halfway through August must still be early. In Crystal Dynamics time, yeah, probably. Can I see that Widow build for research purposes? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Sure. Here's the current Widow build. Got my god roll on her for the high caliber pistol. And I got, of course, the pinpoint vibranium payload and just triple Valor. And I know that's the actual reason that you wanted me to show you the Black Widow build, so so there you go. that is my Black Widow Infiltrator's belt. What's up, Herald of Thunder? What up, Omar? Zoom in and enhance. So while we're waiting for what's probably not happening, but the dev blog, if it drops, maybe it'll be at 1. Thank you much. You're welcome. So what we're going to do is, since the Tachyon anomaly event is still going on, if you are having trouble completing the Tachyon anomaly event, meaning which basically means you're probably having trouble finding people, let me know. I'll help you complete it so you can get multiples of the same hero. Drop your PSN in the chat. Mine is Sadot Soul. So if you are trying to do the Tachyon anomaly event and you haven't been able to do the multiples of the same hero thing, let me know and I will help you get through it. We got time to kill until 1 o'clock when the inevitable disappointment hits. What it do, Precision? How you doing, my friend? Appreciate you. King J23. RJ McFly, thank you. Your scum saving for Jane and stop working. How did this stop working? When you were scum saving, did you download or upload? Because that's the trick. What's up, Jessica? How you doing? Because you don't want to make that mistake. Yeah, it can get boring, but yeah, you want to make sure when you're downloading, you hit download instead of upload. Because if you upload, you're going to rewrite your save, and instead you'll start after completing the objective. You want to download instead of upload. Bucky coming in a few hours. I wish. Found that a couple of those events ask for multiples of the same hero, but they actually give you credit even without the multiples. That works. Crunch you and Harry later. You got time? I have time right now. If anyone's trying to run, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just run some stuff. But if you need help getting through the Tachyon anomaly event, I am indeed here. Or if you need to complete an Omega level threat, I'll run that with you as well. Once reset hits, we'll hit that raid. I think next week you'll get to 175. What's up, Jinx? We're still waiting. We're going to wait until like 1 o'clock. That's probably the next. If it's not at 1 o'clock, it's probably not coming. What's up, TLA? Couldn't get the Gyro and Jane because the raid gave you 165. Oof. Don't need help with anything, but you're joining? All right. Yep. So at about 10 o'clock in the morning, my time, they dropped their regular weekly blog, but they have not dropped the dev blog yet. They nerfed Superman yet? Nope. The post Evo patch has not come out yet. Season 1, I think, should start next week for Multiverses. Run anything? Samuel Keith, 136. All right, let's get you in. So Shadow, Gotham Knights said they're going to show exclusive clips and gameplay this entire month. Yep, I've been covering the Gotham Knights stuff so far. Don't think we're going to get a devlog for at least 2 to 4 more weeks. You know, the plan was a couple of weeks ago, but something tells you something's changed. Well, it's Avengers, so probably something got delayed. Or something very bad happened. And they're not dropping anything. Madara 1178. Well-fed hood, indeed. Dragon Ball coming to Fortnite in 5 days. I'm sleep. I have not played Fortnite in at least 2 months. Been on that Multiverses. Embracer shut them down. It's possible. The Embracer deal is supposed to close in like either this month or next month at the latest. So once the deal officially closes, we should have some more clarity on the future of Avengers. People have kind of been assuming, because they've been hiring new people and like trying to be seeming optimistic, that the Embracer group gave them good news, but they might not have. we all know. Well, I play Rumbleverse. I have no idea what that is. I've been on that Multiverses. I don't know Rumbleverse. Want to play teams on Multiverses? Yep. I've been playing. Yep, we've been playing a lot of Multiverses. We've done 3 streams so far for Multiverses. Had a lot of fun. We might play some Multiverses tomorrow. Definitely next week, because I think season 1 is dropping officially. D-Lo. Five, 2, 2. What up, Abby? How you doing? Appreciate you hanging out. Morty, yeah. I've seen the Rick gameplay. Rick looks really good. Appreciate that sub. More smooth. Welcome to Durag gang. Morty, I'm curious what his moveset is. Rick's moveset looks really good. Just watched Harley Quinn new episode. Never disappointed you. Harley Quinn's really good show. Surprisingly good. I've been watching The Sandman too. I haven't finished it yet, but Sandman on Netflix is actually really good. Definitely coming through playing Multiverses tomorrow. I feel you. If there's no Avengers news tomorrow, then we might as well just play Multiverses. DC's best meter, probably. Yeah, DC pretty much right now being carried by Superman and Lois, Harley Quinn show, and Matt Reeves' Batman movie. That's pretty much what's holding up DC right now in terms of the media space. I'm really not impressed with what I'm seeing from Shazam 2. Maybe Black Adam will be decent. Rock movies usually are. Wonder Woman 3. They've got a lot. I mean, they got a lot to prove after the second one was so poorly done. And then the Flash movie is just disaster. I mean, they might not even release it. Wolverine comes Avengers definitely will bring you back. Yeah. A lot of people will come back if they just added some heroes that people want to see, but don't seem to be happening. Don't forget the anime movies, though. True, they have some good ones. What's up, Bike Life? To reintroduce yourself, you have autism. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Thomas. Appreciate you. Haven't played Avengers. I'm basically streaming. When I stream Avengers, I'm basically playing the actual game like once a week at this point. And when I'm not streaming, I'm usually playing Multiverses, or I'm playing like Infamous, or just anything but Avengers. Event ends on the 18th. Events last for 2 weeks. Don't work an event, fortunately. I mean, this is a good event, so it's arguably the best event. This and Corrupted Vibranium are like the best events. W is considering having Ezra do an apology. Yeah, I saw the article. They said basically they basically laid out 3 options, and 2 of the options are basically releasing the movie anyway, just with limited publicity, depending on if Ezra Miller apologizes or seeks help. And the only way they're basically going to scrap the movie is if Ezra Miller does something worse, like if the situation gets worse. So odds are they release it anyway, but considering it's Ezra Miller, very strong possibility that things get worse and the movie just gets scrapped. Either way, this sounds like a no. Because they can't replace Ezra Miller, it's too late. No, can't do reshoots. So they either have to release it and try somehow not to. I don't know how you're going to release a $300 million movie without promoting it, but they're going to try. They might as well just shelve it. What's up, True Savage? What's up with Bucky? We've been, in case you haven't been following along, we've been waiting the last couple weeks now, basically the last month, for the next development blog. According to Miller, the next hero is Bucky, and according to the devs, they are looking to give us an update on the new content they have. The end of July is now over, so the time frame they set was the end of July and the beginning of August. So we are waiting for the official reveal of basically what's become the new roadmaps, these dev blogs. This is the last week before it is not the beginning of August anymore. Ezra's the real villain. Ezra is actually the reverse Flash. I actually haven't heard from Ezra in a while. Did they catch Ezra yet, or what's going on? Is Ezra still on the run with a teenager? I haven't been following along. What's my favorite food? Ramen. Ezra Miller, the Flash into life in real life. Apparently, so fast. Ezra's so fast they can take off. They can take off with a miner, and no one can catch them.
If you can gain control of AIM's network temporarily, I can infiltrate their security system. Head for the terminal so I can get
The teenager is over 18. That's still a teenager. There's literally teen in the name. That's still 18.
the more the better.
And there was some grooming accusations as well.
AIM will attempt to initiate a shutdown protocol if they gain access.
I haven't been following the latest,
That helps. Thank you.
but I did hear that the police were looking for Ezra Miller and were unable to find Ezra Miller, and the family reported Ezra for kidnapping. So has Ezra turned themselves into the police and sorted this whole thing out? I'm assuming this was a just big misunderstanding.
I'm inside AIM's security system.
So Bruno, I don't know if the blog drops at 1, but if the blog is going to drop, it would be at 1 at this point.
I'm inside AIM's security system.
If the blog ain't here at 1, I'm assuming it ain't coming. Songbird for Avengers, I feel it. 2021 showing 22 around the relic place. How do you get the 175 so fast? I didn't. My 175 characters got there over the course of months. My Jane is close. My Jane is 174. And that's mainly thanks, and that's just me. I got lucky with one piece. I got one 165 piece, so that gave me a couple level boost. But if you've been playing the raid, the OLT, the events with Jane since she came out, you should be at least 172 by now. I did all that, and I got a 165 chest piece, so my Jane after doing the Tachyon anomaly event is 174. You can't save scum on Xbox, not the way PlayStation does it. That's a PlayStation thing. The method to save scum on Xbox is basically to use the game's own feature. The game has a backup save feature. If you go in the settings, it automatically, you can only access it from the main menu, but it automatically gives you 3 backup saves. That's the only way to do it if you're on Xbox. PC has a similar but not the same method, but it's a lot riskier. You could actually corrupt your system if you do it on PC. You're having problems. If you're having problems, type exclamation mark level up in the chat. I have a video breaking down how the leveling up thing works, how to level up fast with your characters, and how to farm XP really quickly as well. Exclamation mark level up. It's a quick video, walk you through the basics. How do you complete the first mission in part 1 of the Jane Foster mission chain? Jane doesn't have any missions. I'm not sure what you mean. She didn't come with any missions. Are you talking about for the event? Because the heroes don't have, for the Tachyon anomaly, the heroes don't have any hero bound missions. So I'm not sure what you're referring to. You know you could get past 150 too recently? Yep. They added that in November of last year. Those changes to leveling up came with the Spider-Man update. And the raid. Yeah, like I said, you can't save scum on Xbox. Save scumming is basically a PlayStation thing. When people say save scumming, they're usually PlayStation players. And what they're talking about is creating a backup save using PlayStation's cloud save feature so that they can basically replay certain objectives over and over again. Like, because there's not a lot of targeted farming in Avengers, if you complete something like the event going on right now, and you're rewarded with a piece of gear, if you don't like the piece of gear, if you don't save scum, there's nothing you can do about it. But if you create a backup save, the moment, like right before you complete the mission chain to get the rewards, you can do it over. You can do it again. That's basically what save scumming is. Long story short, get PlayStation 5. That too. You can do it on PS4 or PS5. If you do it on Xbox, you have to use the game's backup save, which you can access in the main menu. But it's not the same because you can't create a backup save wherever you want. So you just gotta hope that the game starts you at the correct place. The heroic mission chain. Does anyone know what they're referring to? I don't. Jane doesn't have a heroic mission chain as far as I know. Did you just unlock Jane? Or is it for... Because she doesn't even have one to get her skin. What is the mission chain for? Exactly. I vaguely remember when I got Jane Foster. The one that gives you Love and Thunder nameplates. I mean, those should be easy to complete if you just check out the instructions. From what I remember, you just had to do some basic missions, and you had to have a Thor. What was it like? Have Thor and Jane in the strike team. So just do a mission with Jane and Thor. Like, what does the mission chain say? Exactly, because all the mission chains tell you exactly how to complete them. The audio files.
You could be a cleric. We don't really have a healer in the party yet.
I've been playing make-believe for a long time.
Enter the location on your HUD.
Is that how it's going to be with all heroes? I mean, pretty much. The hope is that future heroes will be accompanied by new missions. You know, like people were hoping that Bucky would potentially come with cloning labs or something like that, or Ultron. You know, just have the heroes drop with new. But this is a looter, so yeah. Hopefully you'll have some new missions to play around with, but at the end of the day, this is a looter. So you're gonna have to level up your characters, farm gear, unless you just want to play whatever story content there is and move on. But if you want to engage in the looter aspect of this, then yeah, it's pretty much going to be the same. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad game. This game obviously had a lot of potential that is most likely never going to live up to. It just did not have a great start, and it's really hard to recover. You know, a live service game like this needs a lot of money, a large team, and because of the initial failure, they weren't really able to. They've been struggling to basically play catch up ever since. Will they give us a new place down the road maybe next year or sometime? Fight new. I mean, yeah, so yeah, they've already announced. They've already said that they're planning to release new content, new villains, new missions. But the issue, as always, is, you know, when. Like, that's everything is unfortunately taking a lot longer. So the question is when. We already know they've said that they plan on making new villains. We know from leaks that Ultron is a villain. We know that Cloning Labs is next, along with that new Monica mission. But we just don't know when any of that is coming. There's no content coming today. If you're new, Avengers does not release content out of nowhere. If they're going to release a DLC, they will first have at least a month of promo leading up to it. There are no surprise DLC drop. That's why I titled the stream. That's why we're waiting for a reveal. A reveal does not mean he's coming out. When it comes to a new hero, what they do first is they reveal the hero, and then they will promote the hero over the course of a month or so, and they'll give a release date. They'll do a war table exploring, you know, their moves, their backstory, all that good stuff. And then they'll eventually drop. That's our secret to that. We never know anything. Shout out Uncle Casual. The oldest man in the Avengers community. MODOK always looked lame. I thought the Avengers MODOK actually looked really good. I think MODOK is a very goofy character. Can be, at least. And I thought the Avengers version did a good job of capturing MODOK and making him actually look intimidating. I hope the MCU can kind of capture that, and Ant-Man too. Brian on Twitter arguing with a fan. That's usual. It must be really. I know it's really annoying being a dev. I mean, it can be really annoying. That's a front-facing dev. I know it can be annoying being a content creator, because just all sorts of entitled weirdos will just randomly message you. But Brian needs to, since Brian is the lead developer at Crystal Dynamics, he definitely needs to do a better job of not engaging with the trolls on Twitter, because you can definitely tell, like, it gets to him. Like, some people can, you know, can dunk on trolls and it not bother them. They actually enjoy it. But I can tell that it definitely gets to Brian. And I think for his mental health, he should probably spend a bit less time on Twitter. It is a very toxic place. Ant-Man about to die, Kang and MODOK in the same movie. Yeah, if I had to venture a guess, I would say the Avengers MODOK is going to end up looking better than the MCU one. You want to try a hard mission? Well, you can go for the elite raid. You could go for the OLT. And if those are too easy, custom harm room, brutal difficulty. Have at it. People be so mad at the game on Twitter. It is great. Like, I understand frustration, and obviously it's perfectly valid to criticize, but there's some people whose it seems like their identity is tied to hating Avengers. Like, if the game is really cause you that much distress, like, leave. Ben says something about running Marvel Heroes into the ground. Marvel Heroes was a very popular Marvel MMO that Brian was also a designer on. He was very heavily involved in Marvel Heroes. That's what he was most known for. And that game ended very badly. People would complain that, you know, when it started getting a little too crazy with the microtransactions. And then, like, I think the CEO had like a sexual misconduct allegation, and then the game abruptly shut down when it looked like they had some content coming. So it was a very messy ending. It was a game that a lot of people loved, and it just ended very poorly. And some people blame Brian for the game falling apart the way it did. I think the sexual misconduct from the CEO probably had more to do with it. What's up, NBA Dreams? What range space am I using? Grips of the Storm with targeted buff, range power attacks do cosmic. Got it from the current Tachyon Anomaly event. Wish there was a Battlefront style Marvel game. That would be interesting. I think there was one at one point, but it got canceled. It was first person. I saw some gameplay of it. It ran you at 225 after investing in heroes. Any details about the Winter Soldier ability? Only thing we know from leaks is that he will have an assault rifle. That's according to Miller. He will have an assault rifle, and it will be customizable. You'll be able to add different weapon attachments to it. That's all I've heard so far from Miller. Oh, casual second oldest next to Godfather U. That's correct. What's up, Major DG? Time to see a Marvel game being made, you get nervous unless Insomniac is making it. True. I know people are always nervous when EA is involved, but when it comes to single player games, EA I think has a pretty solid track record. So EA's single player Marvel games, I think those are going to be pretty good, as long as they're, you know, on the level of quality of Jedi Fallen Order. I think they'll be good. And I think the Skydance Media one should be good. I'm not that familiar with Skydance's work, but I know Amy Hennig did some good work with Uncharted. Who I'm playing as? I'm playing as Jane Foster. Avengers Twitter has just been summer skins for like 3 weeks in a row. Yep, pretty much. Stalling for time. They showed all the summer skins. That's the crazy thing. They showed all the summer skins leaked already, thanks to Miller. And then they gave some content creators and moderators the skins early, so we already know what the skins look like. So they're basically not getting any traction from skin promo for the last 3 weeks. Our reset is about 20 minutes from now, my time. So once that hits, then the raid, OLT, all that should be reset. Who was my least favorite Avengers character? In terms of who to play as, well, I definitely play with Black Panther and Captain America the least. So probably Captain America, I guess. But I do enjoy Captain America as well. I enjoy all the characters. It's just some characters I play more than others. What's my opinion on survival mode? I've been suggesting that mode for Avengers for like a year plus. Ever since I've been running this channel, I've been screaming from the rooftops, telling Avengers to do well. We call it Horde mode, but as a Ghost of Tsushima player, their survival mode, I thought that would have been a great feature to have for Avengers. I think it would add a lot of replayability, and it's fun. You know, just being able just hopping on Ghost of Tsushima, getting 3 other people together, just fighting waves of enemies. It's really good time, and you know, as long as you get some good rewards in there, it's a great game mode to have. So if Avengers outside of the obvious like bug fixes, getting content out faster, Avengers should just focus more on replayable content, like the survival mode that I just mentioned, more OLTs, more villain sectors, add a playlist system like I mentioned to the devs before, because they have, you know, villain sectors and vaults now are like worth playing. If you add more, you can just add a playlist system so people don't have to go to the war table in order to pick missions. Just hop into a playlist and it automatically will take them through all the content. I think that'd be cool. Do you not have 4 players now? If you're talking about Avengers, it's up to 4 players. There's just obviously just no horde mode. Fortunately, there's no join in progress. So if you disconnect, that's it. Where's my cry out diss track? Honestly, sometimes forget he exists. Not worth a diss track. And Marham Knight, appreciate that $4.99 super chat. No message, just dropping off. I feel you. Like a boss. Appreciate that. My thoughts on Ryan's pitch to add a team heroic element to the combat. A team heroic? It sounds like a cool idea, just not something the game needs immediately right now. Like a feature like that is something that would be awesome if the game was in a better state. And I don't think it's worth investing resources into. Do I want cars? No, I don't want cars, but vehicles would be, for the non-flyers, would be cool. This game was, you know, at some point the developers decide to basically try to make this Marvel's Destiny. And if you ever play Destiny, it's very cool hopping into those big maps You can spawn a hover bike and zoom across the map. It's a lot of fun. They have patrol mode in there. There's join in progress. It's really cool. I think, especially since they plan on doing patrol mode, it would be cool if Captain America, Widow, Hawkeye could spawn bikes and get across the maps faster. Yeah, obviously Hawk wouldn't need one. Kate Bishop, Jane, the Flyers wouldn't need one, but for like Hawkeye, Widow, that'd be cool. When are they adding Hawk Fear itself? I don't know if they are. They don't normally add Hawk skins very often. That's just the reality of it. Game's starting to lose you a bit. I feel you. The slowest hero in Avengers is Black Panther by far, unfortunately, which is a shame. But in terms of traversal, Black Panther is by far the slowest hero. Cape movement is hot trash. Cape's movement I think is awesome. Especially when you use the warp arrow. She's so good. That's why she's so useful in the raid, using those warp arrows to get your team across the map faster. You know, her teleportation is really slick. And she has a gear piece for the slot 3 that increases teleportation distance, and it really adds to her movement. It's really fun. Hawkeye movement is slow. Yeah, Hawkeye's pretty slow as well.
I never got to ask Curtis. Is the talking normal?
It's the Mighty Thor Jane Foster mission chain. You get a legendary, some other stuff. You want to know how to defeat 40 Riot bots quickly. I think Riot bots are... Do they spawn in the harm room? I think you can find them in the harm room. Was it challenge 3 or 4? I can't remember. Because I know usually I do and we're back, but I don't think Riot bots spawn during that beginning part of and we're back. Some do. You can try and we're back, because I think there are some Riot bots there doing those first 3 waves of enemies. It's on the Eastern Seaboard. Is Triple God Blast patched? I heard it was patched. I have not confirmed it, but I heard someone say they tried it and they said it didn't work.
Excellent work. You've dealt another blow to AIM. You're not finished yet.
Let me get Riot bots and hives. They definitely pop at hives. If you run an elite hive, or a mega hive, you'll definitely run into a bunch of Riot bots. That's probably the fastest way to just run through it. Just run one of the elite hives. You're definitely going to run into a bunch of them. Any Winter Soldier news? We're still waiting. Why don't I play Dead by Daylight? Because I'm not interested in that game. I might try Dragon Ball The Breakers. I saw Jay Shockblast was trying it though. He seemed pretty frustrated. Let me just refresh real quick. Nothing Avengers yet. Got about 8 minutes until reset. Winter Soldiers have his own solo game. The Vaults usually have Riot bots. Yep, they usually do as well. So I think Winter Soldier should get a movie. I mean, he kind of did. I don't think he needs another one now. They've already kind of done his character progression. You know, he got his own show. He was introduced with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then it continued with Civil War, and then we got kind of a closure to his arc with the TV show. How do you unlock the Jane iconic skin? As soon as you unlock Jane, you automatically get the iconic skin. Unfortunately, there is currently a bug where the Jane iconic skin locks, and there is still no fix for it. People have reached out to the devs behind the scenes. They have not made any public statement about it, and they have refused to respond to anyone privately. So no idea when that iconic thing is going to get fixed. But yeah, if your Jane is locked, if her iconic is locked, you're just going to have to wait for a patch. My main is Jane Foster. Do I have a top 5 MCU films? I do. Top 5 for me is Infinity War, Infinity War, Winter Soldier, Iron Man, Avengers 1, and Guardians of the Galaxy. How do you join the Discord? There should have been when you signed up, there should have been a link. But if you didn't see it, I can post one in the community tab for members only. How's there an enemy here? Let's see. Create an invite link so far. So they just want to die. I could arrange that. Alright, just created a new Discord link. So just head over to the community tab, and the link will be right there for you. And it has been posted. Can we fly the Quinjet? You cannot. Do I think they'll ever add Scott Lang? Depends on how long the game lasts. Appreciate the sub, Pastor. Welcome to Durag Gang. Scott Lang is in the data mine files. He was one of the original data mine characters. And obviously Ant-Man is in the game as Hank Pym, but he can't use his powers. So it is possible for, if they last that long and want to capitalize on the MCU, they can make Ant-Man or Wasp and tie them into the Ant-Man movie dropping next year. Imagine Jean Grey Phoenix in this game. She'd be pretty OP. Do I have a pair of Grips of the Storm? I have not got the Faultless buff piece, so I pretty much gave up looking for it. But Grips of the Storm is definitely a better piece. It's the best piece in the game. So I've just been rocking out with that. And I'm just getting my payload, my vibranium payload from the minor artifact. Magic can't come to the game soon enough. Agreed. Alright, Joe, Discord. Discord is a members only benefit. !join to become a defender that grants you membership perks such as the ability to join the Discord, badges, emotes, early access to videos, all that good stuff. Did I do a build video for Jane? I did. It is in my build video section. !Jane in the chat. We'll pull it up. It is outdated. I showed my current Jane build at the beginning. But my build video basically will walk you through how I built her, why I decided to build her that way. The playstyle is still the same. But I upgraded the pieces. Minions can be beaten. Pretty much anyone can be beaten. What Avenger that's not in the MCU that what I like to see in the game? Psylocke. Need my baby Psylocke. Quake is technically kind of in the MCU, not but yet, but also at the same time. And she might be coming into Secret Invasion, but Psylocke for sure. What up, Dreezy? Gambit, indeed. Yeah, they should definitely add some mutants. Blog tomorrow? Who knows at this point? They are not communicating with anyone right now. 1 o'clock just hit. Still no info yet from Avengers. The radio silence continues. Oh, weapon. Bro said vlog tomorrow. Look, oh, look who's here. Aqua taking a break, probably skipping gym class to join the stream. Appreciate you. Mutants are an impossibility. I also have a rebrand. Not at all. They don't have to do any of that. Mutants and Inhumans can and have existed in the comics at the same time. They can definitely exist in the MCU. All they would have to do was say mutants exist. There's already, I mean, they already have Easter eggs about non-Inhumans, you know, Scarlet Witch. America Chavez. Everybody with powers in the Avengers universe isn't Inhuman. They could easily just have a expansion to bring in some mutants. And with the MCU introducing mutants, it would be a great cross-promotion opportunity. Okay. Gotta close out because it is officially reset time. Look up Cyborg for Super Pets. They did him wrong. Oh boy. What they do? What they do, my boy? What they do, my boy Cyborg? I know somebody in the Discord was simping for Wonder Woman and Super Pets. What the? What did they do? What? Oh hell no! Hey, what did they do to? What did they do to Cyborg? Oh hell no! Hey, no. Oh no, bro, that's messed up. Bruno, that was Bruno. Yeah, someone was down terrible. That's racist. I'm saying right. That's racist. That is racist. That is racist. That is racism. What do I rate the Miss Marvel show? 6 out of 10. 6, 7 out of 10. How's that one stat at 16K? My heroic rating? Thor, Jane and Thor naturally have heroic ratings that scale pretty high. But all you have to do for any character to increase their ratings for these categories is get gear that has those stats. So for Jane Fox, heroic rating is made up of resilience, valor, and intensity. So if you have a lot of valor, a lot of resilience, you will have a high heroic rating. Dober Crypto, appreciate that 5. Excited for a new Spider-Man and Wolverine movie. Is there a new Spider-Man Wolverine movie? I'd love to see that. Midnight Suns trailer just dropped. That's unfortunate because Midnight Suns has been delayed until next year. So rip. Edits, appreciate that 190. Y'all like Ahsoka from Star Wars? I love Ahsoka from Star Wars, especially my girl Rosario Dawson. She is lovely. That new Hawk skin in the front page of the marketplace at the bottom. A new Hawk skin? No. This is old. This is a recolor. Dober Crypto come with it with the 2. Appreciate you. What up, Baba? Everyone staying away from God of War. Except Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights ain't never scared. So like Dark Revan from Star Wars? I do. You think I'm muted? I'm coming through just fine on the microphone. I'm looking at the waves right now. YouTube looks like it's working. So check your settings. That plays Avengers only in the Thor summer skin. I still have not bought. I have not bought a single skin since the Black Widow. So we got looks like it's elite raid time. It is time for that elite raid. Try to see if I could get Jane to 175. Can we do it, chat? Can we hit 175? Appreciate you, Alien Fighter. Also, when are you going to stream Alien Fighter? Why aren't you streaming? Why aren't you making content? We need you in the world making content. Whenever you're ready, of course, but also hurry up. So it looks like nothing from Avengers. Let me check and see if Nick posted anything on the Reddit. Nope. Just so basically today is just the Prime drop thing. and summer skin. So we're good. What up, Dread? Streaming this hard. I want to hear that. No excuses. Play like a champion. Can I look at the shipments? Sure, but there's nothing really to see. Iron Man 3 is the shipment skin for the next week, and then they're switching to Civil War Hawkeye. If you never saw the skin, this is the shipment skin for this week. Until next week, this is the shipment skin. And then next week at reset, it will switch to this one. But for now, this is the shipment skin. You down for Elite? Appreciate it. Maestro skin for Prime members. Nothing for me. I've had that skin since last year. What's the news? The news is if you haven't gotten the Maestro skin, you can get it right now if you're an Amazon Prime member. There's also Summer Iron Man available. Otherwise, there is no news. What's up, Corey? Shelled out all day. The news, as usual for Avengers, is that there is no news. Knew it was going to be a skin without his hood. Yeah. Yep, they're just recycling those two skins. My game is freezing right now. Hold on. Oh, my whole thing's freezing. I can't even back out. I'm completely frozen. Why can't we get monthly content? Because this is not a game that has enough people working on it to support monthly content. I mean, live service games in general don't have monthly content, but they definitely, you know, have content more often. And if you talk about substantial content, there's usually something to do monthly, at least, like monthly battle passes. But this game, unfortunately, doesn't even have that. If you're talking about something like monthly villain sectors and monthly hero drops, that's just not possible. But if, I mean, they were making a decent pace with patch 2.3, 2.4, Jane. That was a good pace, but now, you know, it's just dragging on. And unfortunately, those patches didn't actually have content apart from Jane, which only came with a hero. See through. Let's go Multiverses. We're doing Avengers today, but we'll be on that Multiverses probably tomorrow. Do I think Marvel's Avengers can do a collab with Star Wars? I don't think they should or can. If Marvel's Avengers is going to collab with well, they should collab within Marvel. Bringing in additional Marvel characters, you know, like a X-Men expansion, that would be cool. Bring in a Fantastic Four, that would be cool. But yeah, completely different IP, nah. Alright, we need 2 more for the Elite Raid. So I think if they if they give the game to Insomniac. They can't. Well, they can't give the game to Insomniac, but I've heard this hypothetical before. If Insomniac had decided to do a Marvel live service game, if they decided to do an Avengers game instead, 100%, I think the game would be much better. I don't think Insomniac would have tried to make it a live service game. I think they would have made it a single player game, maybe co-op, but it would have definitely been, I think Insomniac would have made it co-op, well, story focused, and let you play with multiple characters, and they would not have leaned into the live service looter aspect of it, knowing Insomniac, and I think it would have been a much better game. Yes. I do like the idea of a live service Marvel game, and I think if Bungie, or had been working on this, have decided to make basically a Marvel Destiny, it would be really good. Unfortunately, this is what we got. Ton of potential still, but the more time has gone by, the more it's clear that expectations for Avengers should be set relatively low. This game is never going to be, a $1 billion a year game. That ship has sailed. It still has room to grow, but it's only going to grow so much. They have not announced anything, unfortunately. Still waiting. Maybe tomorrow. Anyone with CD? I wouldn't say anyone. There have definitely been a lot of failed live service games. The problem is that Crystal Dynamics just was not equipped to make a live service game. They were the wrong studio to put in charge of this. They've never done one before. Which was obvious when they decided to build this on the Foundation engine. So we need one more for the Elite Raid, NBA Dreams. With a 3. PSN is Sadot Soul for the future. Probably won't get news from until the end. If they don't have any news this week, then Avengers is down horrendous. And I'm assuming there was a major delay. Appreciate that sub, JB. Welcome to Durag. I was already expecting Cloning Labs to come out in September and Bucky to be in October. But if they were going to tell us that, I expected them to definitely have an announcement by now. There was some hope that maybe Cloning Labs could come out sometime this month, the end of the month. But, now that we're in week 2, that's definitely not happening. I am a bit surprised though that, well, we'll see what happens on Friday. If we get to Friday and there's no blog, no explanation, no nothing, then we can reassess. CD simply had a terrible closure. That didn't help as well. Add me on PSN. Appreciate you. Finish added patrol mode. I mean, they are. They've been. I mean, if you weren't here for it, patrol mode was announced last year. It was supposed to come out in the summer, and then it ended up being delayed indefinitely. Mainly because they didn't have the join in progress feature, which is kind of essential for patrol mode. You have to be able to join in to another player's session while they're playing, and they just basically shelved it until they can get that feature working. According to Miller, they're still working on patrol mode. They are testing join in progress right now, so that's something that could happen. Alexander, we got another defender. Welcome to Durag Nation. Appreciate you, my friend. Defenders, welcome Alexander. He'll get access to all those cool badges, those emotes, early access to videos, exclusive content. Head over to that Discord. If you haven't seen it already, the link is posted in the community tab. Introduce yourself. Always love watching the channel while you're on your break at work. I appreciate it. Glad I could help, because I know it from experience, work is boring if it's not something that you love to do. Suburb. This man running for his life. Get down. All right, we're on to the next phase. See, you're not communicating. Shocking. I know, right? I can't believe it. You live on Mars? Oh, maybe you can help Elon get there faster. Give him some pointers. Working for American Eagle is trash. American Eagle, I forgot about them. Never been a fan of their clothes. Wasn't for me. All right, got the damage buff, got the Tachyon surge. We're good to go. What's up, Luis? All right, spider time. This game will die. The communication will continue. I think the game will die if the Embracer group doesn't give them some good news in September or whenever the deal closes. Game dry in this era right now. You ain't lying. Come on, Redemption Arc, Belt your soul. Any XP boost this week? For Iron Man, yeah. They've been basically when they've been doing this lately, when they have a skin for a new character, they will introduce XP bonus for them to encourage you to buy that skin. So Summer Iron Man is next. Has Square cut their funding? Don't believe. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I know Square wasn't really funding them even before, leading up to the deal. They weren't really getting a lot of additional funding at all. So I don't expect that's changing. And melted. I have not, unfortunately, I have not heard anything about any studios working on a Hawk game. I got tapped right. One, it would be cool to have one on current gen hardware, but I have not heard anything about any Hawk game. The only Marvel games I know that are in development are the Skydance Media Marvel game, which is supposed to be single player. And I've heard it's either a Daredevil or a Fantastic Four game. EA has 2 single-player Marvel games. One is Black Panther. It's open world Black Panther. The other is unclear. It's rumored to be Iron Man, but apparently that's like really thin. And it's mostly unknown. Purple. And then, of course, Insomniac has Wolverine and Spider-Man 2. I have not heard what else they're working on. Bubble up. Platinum Games, Insomniac, Cap. Let me guess, no dev blog. Man, if you were to place wagers based on Avengers disappointing the players, you would definitely be winning a lot more money than you'd lose. Can Avengers get bought out by a bigger company? They already did. They got bought out. They got bought by the Embracer Group. Happened a couple months ago. Square Enix sold Crystal Dynamics and all of their IPs to the Embracer Group for about 300 million plus. And the expectation right now is that the Embracer Group is going to carry over the Marvel license to continue Avengers. That's what they said during the live stream the night that the deal was announced, but it's not a done deal. The Embracer Group could obviously change their mind. They're currently negotiating with Marvel Games. Marvel Games could decide they don't want to see this game anymore. Embracer could decide that, you know, the negotiations aren't in their favor. We'll learn more in September. Like there's a delay because they're waiting to finalize the deal. I mean, they basically said that things are going to operate as normal until the deal is finalized. So if there is a sudden drop or a delay, then it could be related to the deal. It could be that they heard, you know, things are shutting down potentially. We just don't know. It's hard to tell because it's very typical for Avengers to not communicate, unfortunately, and delay content and announcements. So it's unclear if this is related to the larger deal or if this is just Avengers being Avengers. If the devlog was out, I would definitely be reading it right now. We'd be shouting from rooftops, but unfortunately, we're in week 2. Day 2 of our waiting room series. It's becoming a series now. It's becoming an entire series of waiting for them to announce content. But here we are. Still waiting for them to announce content. I'm sure whichever rating gets the story will make up for lack of being overly violent. Think they haven't got content. Their funds were, well, if their funds were cut, they wouldn't have announced the content anyway. We already know this is content they've been developing and are planning to release. So it's not a matter of funding. It's just legit, like, because we're not waiting for content right now. We're waiting for a blog announcing the content. We're waiting for a release date. So maybe they don't have a release date because they ran into a snag, but they still have one more day. This is Avengers, so learn nothing. The good thing they got out Jane to miss the most opportunity to make money. Bucky won't be out until at least 6 months after Jane. Why would I think differently? 6 months after Jane? Well, according to Miller, the next playable hero is Bucky. And reasonably, Bucky, my guess was Bucky would be out in October. Any longer than that, and he's not coming out because they go on vacation in December. So basically they have until November to get out whatever content they're planning on getting out. Once December hits, there's like a few weeks, and then they go on vacation, company-wide. They should add a character every month. Should, but can't. Not possible. They need a massive team to be able to do that. I don't even think they should, because that's just an unrealistic expectation. Now Hawkeye's slowest traversal. I tend to get around faster with Hawkeye, mainly because of his hop and his grapple kind of gives him an edge when you're moving, but he is pretty slow as well. If he has something to grapple on, he can move, he can cover more ground than Black Panther. Otherwise, yeah, him and Black Panther are definitely the slowest. They're very slow. Yeah, they basically said that they're working on their pipeline so that they could get out heroes every 4 to 6 months. Has not worked out that way so far, obviously. Is it a good time to call these new Avenger content the new trend? I mean, yeah, roadmaps are dead, so these blogs are basically what replaced the roadmap. Instead of having a big roadmap, they're just doing these smaller blogs on like 1 or 2 updates at a time. Think the team that made Guardians, Idols Montreal? Absolutely. So if they do make a Fantastic Four game, I hope they learn from Guardians and make all the characters playable. I don't think a Fantastic Four game where you're only Mr. Fantastic would work as well. Will there be another war table? If there is another character, there will be another war table. If there's not another character, then no. Yeah, Guardians was incredible. Where's Miller? Miller, I was talking to Miller. He's saying basically it's been kind of dry. Because he's basically farmed all there is to be farmed out of, like, you know, the current content we know about, like Cloning Lab. Like, he already leaked Cloning Labs. He already leaked the stuff about Bucky and She-Hulk and Patrol Mode and Joining Progress. Like, he said there's pretty much nothing for him to talk about. Like, there's no Jane skin. Like, he's looking for the stuff that we don't know about now, thanks to his leaks. Which would be, like, I guess, other skins, whatever new heroes they're currently designing right now. Alright. Let's get to here. Count it down.
Three, 2, 1, go.
Didn't work. Try again.
3, 2, 1, go. There we go.
Alright, we're good to go. Is Avengers my favorite game? Hell no. Ghost of Tsushima is my favorite game. It's sad when they come out and say early August and still nothing. I don't think they know what soon means. I mean, they still have until Friday. Technically, it's not over yet. Though, if they were planning on, it's still, even if they do plan on dropping on a Friday, this is still bad communication, because in the past, when they had a blog, they would say, "Oh well, it's not coming out today, but it's coming out on Friday." So if they were dropping it on Friday, they should have had put in today's weekly blog that they're going to have an update on the game on Friday, but they didn't do that. So. Alright, let me switch. Alright, go. Trident is the first one. First one is Trident. Next one is H. Next one is H. Appreciate that sub, Victor. Welcome to the Riot Gang. Midnight Suns was delayed until 2023, so I have no idea when I'll get to play that. Down Arrow. Next is Down Arrow. There's a lot of games coming in 2023, so I have no idea when Midnight Suns is even coming out anymore. What made me change from Wreath the Yggdrasil? The piece I have right now has the same effect. It's just an exotic with better stats. 4 is next. 4 is next. Does Quicksilver have any chance to be implemented? He has a chance, not a high chance, but a chance. What happened to Suicide Squad? That was delayed earlier in the year to 2023 as well. Fish is next. Fish is next. And we're done. And we're off. I don't know if you're talking about Avengers. I don't know if there is a delay yet. We don't know what's going on. We don't know if the content is still coming or not. We don't know if the content is delayed or if they're just going to drop it on Friday. It's just unclear.
If I can't have vibranium, no one can.
Alright, just waiting for one more. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Forspoken delayed, yeah. Yeah, October originally was supposed to be. So at the start of the year we were looking at at the top of the year we were looking at Gotham Knights, Suicide Squad, Could of Justice League, Forspoken, Midnight Suns, Gotham Knights, and now Forspoken and Midnight Suns were supposed to drop the same month of Gotham Knights. Now both Forspoken and Midnight Suns are not coming until next year. So it's been pretty crazy with delays. Hopefully no bugs in 2023. Facts. Currently in math class. What kind of math? I feel like unless you're working in a career that needs math, like once you learn addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, how to do percentages, I feel like you don't need math anymore. Unless you're going to be a specialist. I wonder if the devs are back from vacation. They are. I just don't know. They still technically might not even have a community manager. I've heard that they have one, but the fact that communication hasn't improved at all and they haven't announced themselves, I don't think it's happening. I don't think they have one. Appreciate that, Caden. Yep, we got a Captain Marvel video dropping in about 30 minutes.
Are you picking it now?
20 minutes now. Brian might not be a community manager. I mean, he low-key might be. You might not be wrong. I should try Battlefront 2. It seems fun. Exo Primal, it looked alright. I can't reach over there. Game of the year, I think they pretty much decided it's going to Elden Ring. Unless God of War blows people away, I think it's going to be Elden Ring. Said God of War. Like pretty much every reviewer gave it a 10 out of 10. I don't think God of War is going to be a substantial improvement over 2018. How to get Cry with your alt. You need Jane Foster's gear piece. It drops, I think it drops from, I forget if it drops from priority missions or vaults. That word. I think it would be really good. You know, Forbidden West is really good. But for Game of the Year, it's going to have to like blow everyone away. And it's unclear how different it's going to be from 2018. Avengers will win again.
Alright, cool.
Game of the Year covers all games that came out during the year. Word down. Pop this Warrior's Fury. I'll keep this one down. We got it. Oh, it looks like it glitched out for a second there.
Let us see what I can do, shall we?
Oh, yeah, 2 questions.
Has anyone beat God of War 2018 more than 5 times? I only beat it the 1 time. 1 time was enough for me. Out of shield here.
Somebody stay alive.
Sound is the greatest weapon in all the world. It can destroy.
Oh, quick one, quick.
He's doing a double. Wait, why are my heroics drained? I'm getting that camera glitch too. Compared to all the games, Elden Ring is not overrated. When is Captain Marvel coming? Soon, with quotation marks. By soon, I mean most definitely not in 2022. When is Winter Soldier coming? Soon. Maybe. Should be a double game. Another double game would be fun. Join in progress. Yeah, join in progress. A lot of multiplayer games have this feature. Essentially, it allows you to join into another player session while they're playing. Currently in Marvel's Avengers, the only way to join a session is if they are in, you know, one of the outposts. or they're preloading into a mission. But if you're actually in the mission, you can't join somebody, and if you disconnect, you can't come back. Do I have a YouTube plaque? Not yet. They don't give YouTube plaques for 10K or 15K. I don't think they start giving plaques out until like 100K subscribers. Should join in progress only be allowed for? So that's not how it works. The way join in progress works is that any player will have the ability to join in and out of a session. It's not something that would be. It's something that you can pick and choose for certain players. It's just a function that allows you to join a session just as it's in progress. That's the entire point of the feature. So whether you disconnect it or not, if join in progress is in the game, you will be able to join someone. There is a nightmare playing with random people that don't know what to do. Just leave all the time, I imagine. Wasn't there supposed to be more OLT the month after Jane? No. They announced that it was next, but we don't have a release date, unfortunately. You've been screwed out of some issues because of disconnects, I imagine. Your cloning labs is supposed to bring in MODOK. Pretty good damage. Captain Marvel 2024 confirmed. I mean, if the game makes it to 2024, that's good news. Can I add you? My PSN is Sadot Soul. Feel free to send an invitation.
Another quick one. Oh boy, wow, twice in a row.
Did they just add this? Because he wasn't doing this before. Any bugs in the demo? The one that they showed? Yeah, I did see some bugs. I saw some A posing, but nothing outside of that. If you look really closely during the Batgirl gameplay, the enemies would A pose right before she goes into a takedown. Yeah, some people are saying there were some frame drops during the Red Hood gameplay. You have the God of War 2 logo tattooed on your wrist. That is dedication. Yeah, Gotham Knights definitely not the most polished, but still looks fun. I think if God of War was, if Gotham Knights was still on last gen, I don't think the criticism would be as harsh as some of the stuff I've seen. But the fact that it's next gen only definitely not only raised expectations, but also made people really annoyed. Did someone pick me up? Thank you. You wonder if they'll make the skins accessible? Yeah, that is a concern that people had. If the game will give access to your skins. Fat Kate confirmed. They would have to do a patch in order to make that work, but we're assuming they would do it. My PSN is Sadot Soul. Who said we was getting some Winter Soldier today? No one. The question is, will they reveal Winter Soldier today? Not if we're getting Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is supposed to be the next playable hero, according to leaks. And the next Avengers development update is supposed to talk about the content they have after Cloning Labs, which should be another playable hero. All right, let's... Dennis, appreciate that sub. Welcome to Durag Gang. See what my gear looking like. We switch to my stun piece. We're in the stun portion of the raid. What's up, Dumir? How you doing? On this fine Thursday. Have I seen Thor: Love and Thunder? Yes, I saw it the first day it was available in my area. We're long past the spoiler phase. Do I sell any One Punch Man merch? If you type in ! merch in the chat, Fan Dominion does sell One Punch Man merch. Some of that is being advertised, I think, at the top of the screen. Well, it was before. They do sell One Punch Man. They have Demon Slayer, One Punch Man, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen. They have a lot of real cool anime stuff. My Hero Academia. So yeah, ! merch, or check the link in the description for Fan Dominion. Use code Sadot for 10% off. ! merch in the chat. It'll take you right to it. Oh, he's up. Oh, he's up there. Get down here. You do more Strange. Feel like we need a magic character? Oh, definitely. They should have had Doctor Strange in this game for real. For a Vision. I definitely want Strange more than anything. More than any of them. But Vision would definitely be cool. But I definitely want Strange. I think Strange would be so cool. Blog full of nothing. Yeah, fortunately, this is the usual weekly blog. Nothing but promo for skins and what have you. What is up? Bro, what is up with this orb? Ah, they wouldn't give us the one phase. Go this way. I still have my vibranium payload on. I just had Sonic. Would you die already? Are the phases based on time? No. So this first phase for Claw, you have to fill up his stun meter because his health doesn't take any damage. He's immune to damage. So you're just filling up the stun meter when you're doing damage. And when the stun meter is full, he changes phases. And then you have to go get the vibranium from the back. And that will allow you to do damage to him. And if you don't finish him off, then it basically repeats. Yep. Yeah, her signature works well. I also have a gear piece equipped that does a stun pulse damage. It just releases a pulse stun. So I'm doing additional stun damage. Plus I have Sonic. Alright. You're going to summon the twins. Alright, don't kill the twins. See, let's see who the twins follow. And whoever the twins follow, lead them away.
Oh, I got the one. I'll get one away.
All right. All right, we got him. Do I think we'll get Jessica Drew in the MCU? Very possible, I would think. Wakanda 20,000. Tom Holland made comments about how he's, you know, kind of looking to get away. He wants more diversity in the Spider-Man role. He's open to, you know, being a Spider-Woman. And with the general focus on MCU, I can definitely see them eventually implementing Spider-Woman to bring her in. Especially if Tom is really done. I think Tom is definitely going to do at least one more Spider-Man film. But maybe, you know, if he's transitioning out, they introduce her. They gave me a 164 piece. They didn't give me a slot. They didn't give me a slot too. Ooh, but they did give me this. Ooh, that's tempting. I gotta keep that. Yeah. I don't really need the extra resilience. Appreciate that sub. Welcome to Durag Gang. Do I really expect Winter Soldier news? I do. I'm going on. I trust Miller's intel. I trust what the devs said when they said they're doing a development blog talking about what's after Cloning Labs. So yeah, I mean, at this point, it's where the week is almost over, so they're running out of time. But yeah, I feel like I should re-roll this. Good thing I created a backup save. I think that was just a really unlucky roll. I was supposed to get a slot 2 or a slot 1 because those are my lowest, and they gave it to me in the. They gave me another slot 3. They skipped slot 2, so yeah, I think I'm gonna refresh. Going to get that black suit in Spider-Man 2, hopefully. Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely need them all. I think Netflix has an OD trilogy and Taz in 1. Remember when they said Q1? Yeah. Oh yeah, right. I guess who can forget early 2022 roadmap. Turns out there was no roadmap. I'm wondering if they knew all along that there was no roadmap, because they still haven't announced officially that they're not doing the roadmap. Like, people had to find out by reading a Reddit comment, a Discord comment, and listening to content creators. Yeah, I'm gonna run the raid again at some point. I didn't like those drops. I think we can do better. I want a 165. Caden, try not to repeat yourself. One post is fine. It'll be Discord run. Yeah, definitely in the Discord. I'm not looking for any gear from the raid right now for Jane. Ideally, I'd like another version of this piece, but with a different shock leak, with a different leak perk, because I don't do Sonic on this build. And I like Valor, Might, and Precision, ideally. But I'm not tripping off of it. I'm mainly just trying to get to 175. What I think about Joker 2? I don't know about the whole musical thing, but I know Lady Gaga is a really good actress, so could be good. It might be decent, might not be. Let's see, we got about 15 minutes. Let me check the Twitter real quick. See if I missed anything. Hope Andrew and Toby are involved in Secret Wars. I mean, the expectations for Secret Wars are going to be crazy. That's when they got to get all the cameos. Let's see, Gotham Knights. It's like content creators spreading hate in the DMs. Yeah, so Nothing about Avengers, just people complaining about Avengers. Oh yeah, if you don't worry about getting your comment read, just don't spam. Getting your spam posting multiple times in a row is not going to guarantee your comment gets read. It's going to guarantee that you get timed out. Joker 2, I have heard Joker 2 is going to be a musical and that Lady Gaga is in it, possibly playing Harley Quinn. Appreciate you, NBA Dreams. 7 days they could at least. I mean I think the problem is that they're not. I feel like they're never sure, even when even when they plan on dropping information. I feel like they're never sure until like the day of. Because obviously, if they plan on dropping a major dev blog this week, they should be building up hype. That's just basic marketing. Build up some hype. Tease what's coming. Say something's coming. Yeah, you can do a countdown. You can say, you can do a little screenshot. You can do an Easter egg. You know, build up some hype instead of just silence. So people are just left to speculate. You know, is it happening at all? What's, you know, is it canceled? What's going on? What's up, Pro Mike? Everyone wants Giancarlo for everything. People want him to play Professor X. I mean, I don't blame him. He's an amazing actor. Some people are just now finding out about him from Better Call Saul. Some people just found him from Star Wars. Appreciate that sub, Jamie Dover. He's an incredible actor. I just love seeing him in things. Communication is the main key, yeah. And it's usually pretty bad. We're such good games as fans. We're such good fans of the game for real, indeed. Top tier marketing. Guess who's back? Is Shady back? Should I call a friend? What is my favorite Star Wars army? I guess the Ewoks are cute. Stay in silence is the key. Did you miss anything? You have missed nothing. As usual when it comes to Avengers. There is nothing to miss. We just finished a raid and I did not get what I wanted, so I just downloaded my save and we're gonna do it again. But that's it. If there's no Avengers news tomorrow, then we're playing Multiverses. Most likely. Do I remember you, Pixel Shadows? The name doesn't sound familiar. Did you used to go by another handle? Is there a state of play for PlayStation? I haven't heard anything. I know D3 is in September. I've heard whispers of something for PlayStation, but I don't know if they're doing one this month. Do I remember you, Mando, the human? I do. From 30 seconds ago. From the Lego stream? Oh, from Lego Marvel? Oh yeah, I still have to finish that. Caden, you're okay now, but before you were posting the same message like twice in a row and it was showing up really close together. Just for the record, that is spamming. So just as long as you're chill, we have no issue here. He's been working for a while. Might be safe to call John Carlos a veteran actor. Oh, definitely. We had LeBron gameplay. LeBum James. The trash. I still have not played with LeBron. LaFlop. I still have not played with him in Multiverses, and I never will. Is Space Jam 2 really that bad? I don't know. It looked that bad. I didn't watch it. I refused. I refuse to watch Space Jam 2. I refuse to play with LeBron in Multiverses. I ain't touching it. Multiverses even has a move where LeBron's claiming about foul. Of course, it wouldn't be LeBron if he wasn't whining about a call. You had a PS5. You don't need a PS5. PS4 works just fine with Avengers. I mean, well, not just fine. There's definitely some bugs associated with PS4 and PS5 players, but generally it's fine. I play with PS4 and PS5 players. No shade, but LeBron should have not been in the game. I mean, I understand why they did it. I mean, it's a game with Warner Brothers characters, and Warner Brothers relatively recently dropped a Space Jam movie with LeBron, so I understand it, but he's trash. Screw LeBron. Where's the Thor? What's the Thordis? I assume next week. But I guess we'll see. So I'm getting out of here. I'll leave you with my Captain Marvel video. Appreciate everyone for hanging out. Everyone that left the super chat, everyone who joined. Appreciate all of my new members. I'll be getting together with the Discord later for some raid play. Hopefully tomorrow we got some good news. Otherwise, we on that Multiverses. I'm Sadot.